After the excitement of the Western Explorer Road, we bunkered down in the old abandoned township of Luina. All the houses had been removed and only the dozen streets remain of the township.
Rain had set in for a solid 2 days, so lots of inside activities and relaxing was had. When it finally cleared on the third day, we shot down the road to Philosophers Falls.
A nice drive in through the trees which lead to the start of the walk.
The walk itself is not very long, plus we loved it as it was dog friendly.
Now let's say this was one of our favourite walks in Tassie. The walking track to the falls was so pretty, passing water streams, crossing bridges, walking under and over trees. You can also read the history of the falls along the way on the information boards.
It took us 1 hour to complete the walk, and it's one way in and one way out. We then headed back to Luina, hitched up and made our way south towards Zeehan and out to Trial Harbour.
It's about 20 kilometres of dirt track to get out to Trial Harbour. I think this deters a lot of campers. Not sure why, as the road was in a reasonable condition. Once you see the campsite, I think you'll agree that that extra drive out is definitely worth those views.
We were the only ones there, so we chose a great spot to nestle in and relax, as the next day we planned to do the Montezuma 4-wheel drive track.
Alright guys, we're at the Montezuma Falls in Tasmania. It's a 4-wheel drive track.
The track was definitely adventurous and quite muddy when we did it. Still good fun and a great waterfall at the end as a reward for the epic drive in. Alright guys, so finally back in the caravan after doing the Montezuma track. Hey! Got our rum and coke. Oh man, what a day.
What a day. I think 7 hours return it took us, so it was pretty full on. Obviously going in took longer. It took us 4 hours because we had to suss out where to put the wheels and how to approach inclines and all that, which you've probably seen in the video, but yeah, it's just crazy. Big day, big day.
Yeah, but we did it. It wasn't too bad. We met a family that were doing it, so we sort of just became friends and we followed them for a bit and they followed us, so yeah, it was a good day. But what do you reckon overall of the track?
I'd recommend it. It was a really good 4-wheel drive track, but I think it changes a lot.
Yeah.
Because people said it took 1 to 2 hours, the sign said it took an hour, we took 4 hours. This is all one way, so I don't know. I don't know. Like, it could be really good if you decide to hit it, but it could be really bad like we hit it today.
Yeah.
But
the falls were nice and the suspension bridge was good, but yeah, it's definitely, if you go in on that track, you got to come back out on that track.
So yeah, overall great track, and I'd recommend it if you've got the 4-wheel drive and the 4-wheel drive experience and a friend, because a friend is very important, which you might meet on the track like we did.
Yep. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna have a quiet night and drink our rum.
Have a good one, guys.
Later that afternoon, we had put our feet up and took in the stunning sunset views from camp. The next day, it was time to continue on venturing south. We dragged the van back up the dirt track and into the town of Zeehan.
We went and checked out the local spray tunnel, an old mine on the outskirts of town. The old tunnel was really cool. Apparently you can see glowworms inside. We tried for a few minutes to see any, but failed and headed back out.
We strolled around the old mine ruins and structures before continuing on.
It was blue skies for our drive out to Strawn. We ditched the van at the golf club, then headed straight to Hogar Falls for a look.
Hogar Falls is another great short dog-friendly walk. About a 20-minute stroll into the falls as you weave through the lush rainforest and freshwater creek to one side.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to the waterfall walk.
Rusty loved the walk. It's really great Tassie has these walks where dogs are allowed. She's been able to see 2 waterfalls in the last 4 days with us.
We had a little look around Strawn, then the following day we decided to move towards Queenstown. Of course, in true Tassie style, it was raining when we left.
The road between Strawn and Queenstown was quite windy, so extra caution is needed, especially when wet. Once you get close to Queenstown, you notice the large mountain ranges surrounding the township.
We went and topped up with all the essentials in town, and saw this guy drive past on our way out.
We had our eyes set on a free camp 15 kilometres east of Queenstown called Lake Rosebery. Alright guys, so we're at a free camp just outside of Queenstown. I just want to show you guys that we don't always get good weather. So we set up in the pouring rain, so yeah, that wasn't fun, but we also did a load of washing this morning at the laundromat, so we've had to get the clothesline. So we set that up underneath the awning, that'll keep the washing dry. Rusty's out here, got her a bone from the local butcher, so she's having a gnaw. Come on Rust. Come here. So yeah, she's just got her set outside with her bone and water, keeping her happy and outside for a bit. But yeah, it's a quick tip though, with these clotheslines, I always put rocks or firewood on the bottom of them. It just, hey, don't chase that bee. It helps stabilizes it, because the first few times I used it when we first took off, it would blow over, and that obviously gets frustrating when you clean washing goes in the ground. So yeah, I just found if you put some rocks, if you find some rocks or just a bit of firewood, something, put it on the base, it's a lot more sturdy, and yeah, she won't fall over. Rusty's chasing a bee. Alright, but yeah, so I reckon this is going to look beautiful tomorrow. Kurt's all the way down there having a fish because the rain's cleared. Yeah, there he is. So yeah, we'll probably send the drone up tomorrow and show you how nice this is, but just showing you guys it's not always glamorous. Setting up in the rain, trying to dry washing in the cloudy weather, and yeah, alright. Well, I'm going to go back inside. We've got the Jenny going so I can do some more video editing, so I'll probably be editing this video. See you guys.
So the next day didn't fine up at all. It was still rainy and miserable looking. Never mind, we had made plans to head to Derwent Bridge to meet up with our friends Chris and Vanessa again.
About 20 kilometres on from Lake Burberry were Nelson Falls, a short 200 metre walk into the falls, and this time unfortunately it wasn't dog friendly, so Rusty had to wait in the car.
A nice stroll to Nelson Falls, and well, wow, the falls were magnificent. Not sure if it was from the recent rainfall, but the falls were definitely in full flow.
After a few minutes taking in the natural beauty, we headed back to the car to check on Rusty and continue driving on.
We arrived at the Derwent Hotel just after midday.
We got our first casualty. We lost a cereal bowl. So much for non-breakable Corella. It's a pity about the bowl. The windy roads must have thrown it about a little too much. Ah well, we were able to nab the last spot, which happened to be right next to our friends. We headed into the hotel to play a game of pool and unwind for the day.
Derwent Hotel is absolutely beautiful, and you feel very warmly welcomed when you are inside. It has a massive fireplace in the centre of the hotel, which is great to sit by on a cold night. We had dinner in the restaurant that night, and the food was bloody delicious.
The camping out the front is free, so it's highly recommended to have a meal inside to help support the hotel.
A great night spent chatting with Chris and Vanessa. It was time to continue our Tassie trek. We are about to meet up with some family. We can't wait.
Please show us your support by subscribing to our channel and leaving us a comment with your thoughts on the video. Cheers, legends!